Hi, everybody. Before we begin, I wanted to say a big sorry for Bueller. I wanted to say a big sorry for Bueller. He recently did a podcast and he just lost his best friend. He's trying to get over it, so if you're going to say sorry, please say it to him.
Yeah, Charlie and I and Kate, we listened to Bueller's show last night. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Saturday Morning Comics. And we watched that live stream that Bueller did last night, and the girls wanted to say a little something this morning to him. I had a chance to even chat with him a little bit last night. Yeah, I see the chat, don't worry. So I had a chance to jump into a fun episode of the Comic Core. And I think between Tony Sanders, Jeffrey Comic-Con, and myself, we tried to fill the gap of Bueller on that show. And I don't think we did a very good job, but we joined near the end and just kind of, lent a little support to Bueller and the group. Rada's here. So we were just kind of being supportive to him because he's going through a tough loss in his life. I was also on the offline version, which means that when the show ended, they kept going, but it just wasn't broadcasting. But we were just all chatting, and then Bueller came on, and we said a little something to him, and the girls were able to come by and say a little hi. Thank you to the Comic Core for doing that. Apparently now I'm officially a member of the Comic Core, so that could be dangerous for the future. We have a bunch of fun stuff to share today for Saturday Morning Comics. The girls picked out a bunch of things, and I've got a couple of cool, unusual things. And I'm glad Ryan is here because Ryan sent a gift for you girls, and we've got to open and enjoy that. So who's going to go first this morning?
I'll go.
Oh, you know what? We should shout out the chat. I think all three of my moderators are here. I saw Sam, of course, was on with us last night.
Sam and someone else.
Jeffrey and someone else? Yeah, who's this other guy?
Sam Webb, right? No, we already
Ryan, maybe?
Ryan! Oh.
Ryan is our third moderator. There he is. Woohoo! See? So those are my three moderators, and I've got a fair amount of wrenches, but I try to control how many I've got. But good morning beyond that to, of course, Wingnuts, Stay Puff, Mr. Garrell, Just a Rican, Boy Who Has 7. We said hi to Rada. Mo is in here. Jason P is in here. Darwin's in here. Perry Comics is in here. Awesome. Huge group of people. So good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a good time. I spent last night watching so many great live streams and so many cool shows, and the girls were laying with me. We were watching the Back to the Future as well. So we had quite a viewing night last night. Mom was at a business thing till kind of late, so we were able to kind of run the TV last night.
Like after when we were really close to the end, we went to do your live stream and we just watched it, and then we just kept watching it.
Yeah, you guys finished Back to the Future without me, so I could jump on and talk to Chad and the great legend.
Bake the Snake says the Fix-It Felix wrench from Wreck-It Ralph.
Wow.
Fix-It Felix.
Bake the Snake, good reference, and Kate caught it. Good job.
Have I seen that movie?
I actually saw that with Rada a few days ago.
Well, I'm going to share right at the beginning here because they're. I know that they. I tagged them in the description for this video. A couple of people that I have books that arrived from. The first is from RB3, and Ray has a really fun channel, and I've mentioned him before, and I've won 3 different things on his channel. He does a lot of fun giveaways, signed comics and art, and I've won from him 3 different times. He did a 12 Days of Christmas giveaway where every other day basically in the month he was giving away a couple of books.
I remember watching those.
This is the one I won. It was a signed Frank Cho cover for Harley Quinn 39. The signature down here at the bottom. I've got 2 now Frank Cho signed pieces. I've always really liked his artwork. I've mentioned a few times that I like that he's not doing these, crazy skinny model, supermodel women. He's doing very naturally curvy women. and his designs just are a little bit more, I'd say, more appropriate. I know that there's never going to be a fully appropriate style, and I really just dig his style. And I've gotten his. I think he did a whole Wolverine thing that I really dug, and but he's currently doing a lot of fun covers, and I got that from him. So that was from RB3. It is a silly cover, Sawyer, I agree, and I like your name. I'm sure Ryan enjoys it as well. Then I bought, during Economic and Comics, he ran an auction on his Facebook, and he had a friend of his named Chin who goes by the name of Sin Potter, and Sin Potter has an Instagram that you can go and find where he does a lot of original art, and he was doing original art right there during the middle of the auction, so that you could bid on stuff, or you could have him draw you something if you wanted to bid. And so what I bought was he had a blank cover for an X-23 issue, and I'll take it out of the bag here, and he drew on the sketch cover for me. So here is the all-new Wolverine cover that he drew. His name is Chin, and he goes by Sin Potter. So it's still just X-23 issue 1, right? There's the normal cover. You can kind of see the normal. Sorry, Kate, block your face. There's the normal cover, and then it's got this cardboard cover where he drew all-new Wolverine. Laura Kinney as all-new Wolverine. John said, Justin Regan says, go make some more bacon for the girls. I think I still have a little bit left from our most recent round, not the one that I was going off on.
We always have extra bacon around here.
So it's a really cool sketch. He did it for a really reasonable rate. He works really, really quickly, and then made this cool piece, and then he sent it, and I just got it. And he threw in another book as well. He threw in Mighty Avengers issue 9, Ronin revealed, and I know that Ronin is really hot right now, so it was a nice little gift to have him just sort of throw in there with the book. So that came. So those are the gifts, or actually purchases in some cases, that I made.
Those are his hands?
Yeah, those are his hands.
Those are horns.
Gloves. No, these are the gloves with the little metal thing on the back of them.
Did you see what Sam said?
What is Sam? I miss Sam.
Bacon.
Bacon. See? Rod has got the whole chat thinking about bacon now. Okay, girls. So who's gonna share for? Oh, I forgot. On the box from Sin Potter, he even did a drawing right on it. I don't know how well it comes through, but he did a drawing right there on the box. Really cool. So that was a nice little added bonus. Now I don't know how I can send that out for anybody if I use it as a giveaway item. Okay. I think we're doing all right. Who's going to go first? I don't know how many we'll get through before we get to Ryan's box, because Ryan's box is right down here.
Okay, go ahead.
Charlie wants to go first.
My first one is a gem in the holograms.
And we set a bunch of different gem and the Misfits and things out in our mail call to kids that we were giving away. And I saw that Boy Who Had 7, they opened up and they had a bunch in there, because we were aiming it for the girls. I didn't realize he had so many boys as well. I should have probably, mixed it up a little bit. But we sent some of these because my girls really, really enjoy these.
I really like it because they have a really funny fight, and Pizzazz wants to be more famous by getting her picture on Trendy Friends, I think.
Okay. Good morning, Scarlett. Scarlett's watching with her dad.
And can I kind of talk about it too, Charlie? So Gem, she made a thing called Gemojis, and it's like, that's what's on the cover right there that they're texting. And Pizzazz is trying to make a pizzazz emoji or something, and no one likes the pizzazz emojis. They only like the Gemojis, and of course that creates tension.
And is the other team called the Misfits?
Yes.
Because those are the two bands, right, that are often friends, but sometimes enemies or frenemies kind of thing.
They have all the people inside, Charlie, that they can show.
On the inside cover?
Keep going.
Ah.
Yeah, those.
There's Jem / Jerica.
So those are the different characters.
Jem, Kimber,
Scarlett says hi.
Synergy. I
think I know this one.
Does it
it's
have
Rhea,
Geminites?
Rhea,
Ryan's throwing out the Geminites.
Rhea, AJ.
My wife
Here's-
loves D Runk Comics says my wife loves Pinkie Pie. She's jealous right now.
Stormer, Jetta,
Pizzazz.
Pizzazz.
Mm-hmm.
And here we have Clash,
Want me to hold it up?
Blaze,
and
Roxy.
Rocks. Huh?
Roxy and Jet are sisters. I think the Gem and the holograms, they're all sisters. They're all related. And I'm pretty sure most of Pizzazz, the Misfits, is basically related. So I know that Roxy and Jet are sisters. And I don't really know anything else actually, but they're all really good friends. So
Bake the Snake has a couple of great comments. Number one, I did see the Raphael in a wheelchair. So Sin Potter did a lot of great pieces during that live stream, and you can go on his Instagram and see all the great ones he did. He did one of the Ninja Turtles in a wheelchair, and he even did some cool color work on it, and it was stunning. It was mind-blowingly cool. So definitely check in with him, and if Economics and Comics throws him in as again, I might send Bill a blank of a book I want him to do and just let him kind of draw on it, because the guy is amazing. He also said he watched Gem before he watched G.I. Joe and Transformers in the mornings. And I was definitely right with you. G.I. Joe was my number one, Transformers was number two, and then anything that came around it was obviously fair game. So Kate, what's yours?
it's called X Campus. It's 2 out of 4. And I didn't realize this before, but like I started looking through it. I didn't know if it was gonna be cool or like kind of boring, but it looked cool. So I looked in it, and it's pretty cool. I liked it a lot. And I know that like you kind of don't know who this person is. It's Rogue, but her name's Anna in this. So she's in it. She's always wearing gloves. You kind of think, oh, that's Rogue, and she has the hair and everything. You can kind of see it there.
No, I can't see it at all.
No. And then Bobby Drake's on
The
the
hair.
next page.
The gloves.
And I started seeing like all the people, and then like Bobby Drake was hanging out with a big guy named Hank, and I was like, that's Beast. And then I kind of saw Logan right here. So there's like them all in and out and stuff.
But they're all younger, right? It's like
Yeah.
a younger crew.
And in this, Warren Worthington doesn't have wings. I didn't really realize that until the middle of the story, because he kind of showed it at the end, the middle. So that's basically what I found out.
Ryan and his He-Man and his She-Ra, it's all happening. Pope Cerebus, good to see you this morning, sir. Randy Raysnake's in here. He loves He-Man too. Lots of He-Man love. All right, who's going next? You going next?
Hi.
What do you got?
Harley Quinn.
Ooh, got a Harley Quinn #1 from the Loot Crate.
It's super good.
There it is. Looks like she's is this like one where she's got like a genie in a bottle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's got wishes. You can see her. She's uncorking the bottle and making her wishes.
That's not what happens in the story, but that's just the cover.
Okay.
And on the cover, actually, these are not her wishes. They're what she can do.
What she could do.
Yeah.
Okay. What are some of the things she wishes for?
Well, she gets saved. She finds it because she falls off a boat and gets saved by Power Girl, and asks. It's kind of inappropriate, but asks for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes Power Girl's figure and would like to be more like Power Girl in that way. That's the gentle Saturday morning comics way to say that. But it's not, it doesn't turn out to be as good a wish, right?
No, because she's like, oh, yay! And then she falls over.
Yeah. So then she changes her mind in typical Harley Quinn fashion and changes to get something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she goes through a few different choices. Doesn't she want the superpowers too?
She wants to turn invisible.
To turn invisible, yeah.
And she
Yeah.
pranks the Justice League and pulls down Green Lantern's pants.
Oh, she pantses. Ryan, she pantses the Green Lantern. Ryan is going to want to see that page.
It doesn't really show his pants, but it's right there.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know how you show that on. I do like that the Green Lantern creates
Underpants.
board shorts for himself right there. That's Green Lantern's solution. Not to pull his pants back up, just to create
Daddy.
green board shorts. No fair, says
And he's
Ryan.
like, whoa, what just happened?
And Wonder Woman's reaction is to say, "Great hammer of Hephaestus."
And then, of course, she smacks his butt and then like pulls
What?
Superman's cape.
Oh yeah, so she's messing with Batman. She spanks him, pulls on Superman's cape,
And then gets hit by Flash.
and then gets hit by Flash. Okay, so she's pranking the Justice League in their little tower.
It's very funny.
That is very funny. Of all the things that she could do, she decides to go to the Justice League and prank them.
And then she comes back and
Oh, my dad's here. Good morning, Dad.
that's what I just told you.
You're already in Cabo, Dad? My gosh, my dad is taking a very special vacation. Yeah, they don't take any, a lot of big vacations. My dad, and he definitely earns them. And so he is off to Mexico and hopefully having a great time. Dad, I had dinner with him and my stepmom Anita. We were out for her birthday just the other night. So I feel like I just saw you guys, and now you're all of a sudden in Mexico. So I hope you're having a good time. Clearly good Wi-Fi wherever you are. All right, Kate, are you next? I think we might have time for one more after this round. So try to pick wisely.
Moon Girl?
This is one that I've wanted you girls to get into for a while. I know it's very popular. The Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. I know it's very, very popular right now. This is issue 37. We don't have very many of these, right?
We don't have any.
We're just starting to kind of like try it out. I've been trying to find them. They're very popular, so the books are super expensive. They're hard to find. They're not in a lot of dollar bins. So to find them for the girls, it's been like, how do you find a good one,
This first page is like really funny.
Pope Cerebus says if he had 3 wishes, he'd use them to mess with people too.
Actually, she has unlimited wishes in that one.
She has unlimited wishes?
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
So, like, Spider-Man and Miles Morales are having a coffee together
Yep.
in this picture. And Jubilee.
And the spider ham is right above him. Do you see
Yep.
that? So did you show
This is
that?
some music. Yeah, I showed it.
I like Spider Ham right there. And then all the cool people. There's Man Thing,
And then Captain
X-Men
Miss
characters,
Marvel's looking.
Avengers, the Ghost. I like that Ghost Rider drawing.
And it's so funny. They're roasting marshmallows on his head.
Oh yeah, I see that now. Roasting marshmallows on the Ghost Rider. Gotta do it.
Funny. And Miss Marvel's like waving, like her legs extended. She's like above the crowd waving and stuff. It's really funny. And
Scarlett
Iceman.
likes your book, by the way. She's saying that's cool.
And
Big Lion Cat's in here. And he's shouting out everybody. Look at that. He might have gotten people like I miss Brett Hess is in here. Good to see you, bud.
Devin Dinosaur.
I think it was just a spelling mistake.
Okay. There's like
Jubilee.
yep. There's Iceman and Aurora.
I said the magic words. That means that White Whale is going to appear any second. I said Jubilee. I'm sorry about that.
Jubilee.
Is Uncle Alec in the chat? I don't know. Yeah, the chat is on fire today. I've got almost as many people in my chat as I got issues had last night in his chat, and he just jumped in. What issue of Moon Girl is this? This is issue 37. I got issues was on with Hulk Nuts last night. Their chat was exploding. For a first-time live stream, those guys had like 40 people in that chat. They were doing wild
gosh.
stuff.
Guess what her name is? It's Lunella Lafayette.
Lunella Lafayette, like the
That's funny.
Revolutionary War hero.
And
Kate is doing a report on Lafayette for her 5th grade classes Revolutionary War studies.
so in this, Santa gets shot, or like he gets he falls down. He doesn't get shot, but like he is shot down by something.
Knocked down.
Yes, knocked down. Sorry, couldn't think of anything. And Lunella has to do it, and she goes into the bully's house, or the not nice kid at her school, and she's like, Eduardo, cough, Eduardo, and she pretends to be Santa Claus, and then he's like, please give me this, blah blah blah, this thing, and it's what Lunella was gonna get, and so she swaps it with coal, and there's coal in it. In his, it's so not nice. And Santa's mean.
Santa's mean? That's a rarity. I want to shout out to Discovery Bay Comics. I shouted him out earlier on, I think, Alex's show when we were over there. He does a really great, every morning he posts a little breakdown of what's on YouTube today, a little channel breakdown. And it's impossible to get everything, but he does a lot. It's pretty darn comprehensive. And he definitely is somebody that if you're not sure what's on today, who's doing what shows, if you like and subscribe to Discovery Bay Comics channel, he'll pop up that little show every morning. It's what we've all said we needed, which is like a constant reminder for what's on. You can just, if you're like, what's on today? Is there anybody streaming tonight? Jump on there, open it up. And as long as people have checked in with Discovery Bay, and I try to let him know when I'm going to do certain shows so that he can include it in his breakdown. He's super quick to respond on Instagram. You can get a hold of him really easy if you want to throw in something for the next day or 2 weeks later or whatever. You can do that. So he really cool guy. Does really fun stuff. His girls are awesome and adorable. And our girls sent them a box not too long ago. They were really fun to open it. It was really cute. So definitely check in on him. I'm not going to share that much. I'm just going to zip through some stuff that I've been reading lately. So that you guys can know. I was talking to TJ Watson, really great guy who knows a lot of cool stuff. And I was talking about how I've never really read any of this. The Death of Captain Marvel is one of a whole bunch of graphic novels that they often sold in a big set. And I've never read any of them. Thankfully, Marvel just did a re-release of this Captain Marvel. It's on a trade, and it wasn't terribly expensive, 20 bucks. And my store had it on discount for New Comic Book Day. Really great read. So I've read this finally. It's absolutely fantastic. And I did go on Marvel Unlimited and I read the X-Men one. The X-Men one is called God Loves, Man Kills, or it might be backwards. Man Kills, God Loves. And it's kind of the inspiration for X2. A lot of the stuff in X2 clearly came from here. You know, William Stryker and his obsession and the way he's manipulating Xavier and the team needing to rescue him and all the discussions of, you know, segregation, racism, judgment, all these things. Really a great read. So Man Kills, God Loves is the X-Men one. It's a one-off book. And TJ was totally right. He said it was one of those emotionally powerful comics where you read it and you're like, wow, what a great comment on segregation or on racism. Sorry, God Loves, Man Kills. Thanks, Boy Who Had 7. God Loves, Man Kills. It is really great and worthy of being side by side with Captain Marvel. I know this one gets all the love because it is just iconic and everybody talks about, you know, when a superhero dies, it doesn't happen that often. And it's not where it's permanent, basically. And this was a powerful story. And to partner it with God Loves, Man Kills is amazing. So those two stories are the ones I read. Other than that, this week I only snagged Die issue 2 and the new Batman, which I haven't read this new Batman yet. I got the Frank Miller cover and I haven't read it yet, but I did read Die issue 2, and that's a great comic. If you want something indie or not, you know, not superhero mainstream, it's a great one to pick up. Thank you for I Got Issues for coming in. I really appreciate it, dude. You were up late doing your show last night. And again, it's a really good show. If you checked out Hulk Nuts and I Got Issues, they had a fun show last night. The chat was a riot. It was really going like crazy. So definitely worthy of checking out. Okay, each of you gets one more before Ryan's box. We got to go quick here. What do we got?
Franklin Richards.
All right. Charlie got Franklin Richards, A Fantastic Year. what is this book, Char?
Well, technically, as you can see, it's all about Franklin, and there's different chapters and stories. Yeah.
So you get certain characters who are connected to the Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah, they have.
There's a tiny Doctor Doom.
So cute.
Gotta love Doctor Doom.
But then the next day,
That's Dr. Doom too.
That's little Doctor Doom. Good morning, Reggie. IFBB Pro's in here. He's been dropping some huge announcements on his channel, some huge deals for the followers of his channel. So definitely check in with Reggie because there's definitely some cool things going on over there, and I might need to take advantage of some of his CGC stuff that he's announcing.
He does look like Calvin, especially in this picture. He goes like.
Yeah, there's definitely a Calvin and Hobbes style to him, and there's the Invisible Woman,
Sue,
right?
yeah.
Sue Storm.
And
Is that the devil dinosaur? No, I'm just
No,
kidding. It's
no.
not red. So what do you want to say about this one, Chuck?
well, I really like it, and I think it's super duper funny. And he wants a puppy eventually, and his parents say, "No, you're not going to get a puppy, okay?" He goes to his room and finds his future self, and he says, "When do I get a puppy?" He says, "Not for a long time, I'm afraid. I just got a puppy." And he finds out it's Lockjaw's grandpa.
Okay.
And so it's really cute and he adores it. And they can go back to the future. It's really cute. And then in the other chapter, it says, "Everybody loves Franklin." And there's a girl who adores him. I think she actually...
But it's a fun way to get your kids to know the Fantastic Four. This book it's pretty big and thick. It's got really thick cover, so it'll survive your kids. You know, this is like hardcore cardstock. Sorry, I didn't mean to destroy something, but you know, my kids' books, they're not protected the same way as mine, obviously. I don't know that there's any like first appearances or true firsts in here. I know, I was talking to Reggie, and you got the whole squad there, the Fantastic Four.
And there's
But lots of little stories with Franklin as the centerpiece, right? I'm identifying so hard with Kate right now. What's going on? Is she falling asleep, Ryan? A little yawning action going on? Sleepy time, Kate. All right, you ready to share your last one?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a Wolverine. First class.
Oh, now you're not identifying with Kate anymore, Ryan. Charlie loves stories about puppies. It's true. Pop-Up knows that. Any stories with dogs are going to be popular over here. Any stories? Yeah, that's true.
And there's Dazzler in this one.
Any stories with female superheroes are going to be popular probably over here.
So basically what happens is that Dazzler's doing her disco thing, she always does, and someone writes "die" on the wall.
Oh, no. She's got a stalker or a threatener.
Yeah, so she asks Miss Professor X for help, and he recruits Wolverine, and Kitty Pryde's also got
as like her bodyguard, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's also going to be her bodyguard, and Siren, Banshee's daughter, I think.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
She's in one of the X-Men movies, I think.
So this is part of Wolverine First Class, which is similar to that like younger X-Men characters kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where you get younger versions, even though Wolverine looks like he probably was shaving in junior high, you have younger Wolverine, younger, is it Kitty Pryde you said?
Yeah, Kitty Pryde and Siren.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's not thrilled that Siren's coming because it's supposed to be her gig. That's what she says.
Mm-hmm.
And so they need a backup singer, and Siren starts singing, and she gets like a bigger part than Kitty Pryde, and she's really jealous. And she's like, "Kitty, back me up on this," and she's like, "You were supposed to back me up," and she walks away.
Drama between the ladies.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
And then she sings, and then a guy throws a pie at Dazzler's face.
Uh-oh.
And it's the guy who wrote "die," but it was actually pie.
Oh. Uh-huh. So the pie gets Dazzler in the face. He was not writing die. Let's see at the beginning
He's
here.
writing pie, but he didn't have enough room on the wall.
So he just didn't have enough room to write the line down.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty pathetic.
Yeah.
So this is teach you kids. Penmanship matters. Penmanship matters. Your finger spaces between words matters. This is a teacher talking now. Yeah. Penmanship matters. Pie versus Die. One of those things is great. One of those things is a comic book that I recommended a little bit ago. All right, so I'm going to pause the chat here for a second. So Charlie, you're on that. This is what's going on this morning. Ryan and I have been chatting a lot about nostalgia, the books that we love, the comics that we love, the movies we love. We did a whole Lost breakdown the other night. We're already planning our next top 5 with Mr. Comic-Con Henson, who's in the chat. So beware for that. In a couple of weeks or a week and a half, we're probably going to be having another top 5 video, more comic related. But one of the things Ryan and I were talking about were books and things that we loved from when we were younger. Ryan went on eBay right after this discussion, found the one that he had been talking to me about, found a great deal on it, bought it, and had it shipped to me for these young ladies here. So you ready to open this, Char? Because earlier,
Can I tell you something first?
Earlier we joked that Charlie likes stories with dogs and Kate likes stories with female heroes.
Yes.
This box checks both of those off the list. I'm just going to say. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Big Lion said Cat 646 said cat rules and dogs rules. I agree with that. I like cats more than dogs. No offense.
You
Papa.
did not just say that.
I do. I like little doggies, but I like golden retrievers, but I don't like humongous doggies.
You like the ones that, because I was going to say, your grandmother has a giant Great Dane, and your grandfather has 2 giant, or has had several giant golden retrievers. So
I know, but that one's the one that Nona has is
Reggie, you're a riot right now, man. He's like, penmanship and algebra matter. Penmanship does not matter. Tacoma Comics. Oh, Tacoma Comics. You're a teacher, man.
I do like dogs, but I like cats a little bit more because they're smaller. I think.
Well, let's take a look at what we got here, girls. Charlie, take a look.
Ryan says, or you can send them back to me.
If you guys don't like them, all right. Set it aside. You got to be over here now. Ready?
Ryan, most likely that's never going to happen.
Talk about nostalgia. We were talking about He-Man and all that stuff from the 90s. Here we go. Ready? Look in here. Start pulling some out. Start pulling some out. See what this is.
Animorphs.
Animorphs. Now let's see if I can find the one that I wanted.
I found with a cat.
For Kate. So if you've never seen these books from when you were younger, I think there were even shows built around this.
This guy turns into a
Animorphs.
Yuck.
Right? They turn into the animals. This is a series of chapter books.
What is
Tacoma.
this thing?
Tacoma's just cracking me up, man.
The bear. This little girl.
Look, she turns into a bear.
This guy's like an alien or something.
Let me see. Ooh, what is that? That is wild.
This guy turns into a fly. This guy turns into
cheetah.
Yeah, cheetah. This one turns into a spider. Don't show that one. I don't like spiders. And that one turns into
a wolf. What do we got here? All right. I see a hawk or an eagle of some kind. This is the one I dig. I'm a dolphin fan. Dolphins are awesome. Dolphins are rough. Perry says, freaking Animorphs. I totally forgot about this. Nerd vs. Fat says, loved that. Loved those and the show. Darwin Gomez says, I do not remember these. Tacoma's a robotics and teacher, and syntax only matters in your codes. Man, standards. Keep our standards high.
Can I see the cat one?
Ryan's like, these are bringing me back. Here's the fly one. The Kate was like, oh, man, I don't want to be a fly.
Yuck. Hopefully
you're not a fly for more than a day, because don't they only have like 24 hours to live? You're going to age dramatically. Here's the cheetah one. Or that's a leopard. That's not a cheetah. That's a leopard. Jaguar of some kind. Dun, dun, dun.
The tarantula is so gross. Don't show it.
Okay. You want to see the tarantula? Should I show people the tarantula? All right. Here's the tarantula. Kate doesn't have to look, but she's peeking anyways, probably.
I'm not peeking.
There's the tarantula. Oh my gosh. Ryan says, flip the pages. What's going on, Ryan? Is there?
No, look.
Or is he just talking about on the inside?
No, look.
Jeez.
He's turning into it.
Dude, what? So in the corner of each page, Ryan has a good memory. There's a little picture. And on the first page, it looks like it's just going to be the guy. He's just a guy. And on the last page, it's the animal. So that as you read, let's see if I can get this in the camera right here.
Isn't it cool?
Wouldn't he just?
They slowly morph.
Look how small the.
Let's see if I can get a good one here. So they slowly morph into it. He says, Ryan's like, Charlie's got a big lion cat. Look at all the emojis he posted there. For the pure 90s, I'm too old, says Sam's Tangled Web. They had a live action TV show, and that's the one I think I remember, Perry. I want to say I read a couple of them when I was younger, but I don't remember it. Animorphs is just a ripoff of Beast Boy. It's basically Beast Boy, the team, right? Because each kid can do different things. And so
There's a bunch of kids.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different kids who are like in the
4.
stories. Ooh, there's a gorilla one.
Yep. Look at his face. It looks funny. He's like doing a funny face. I like it.
You girls are set. Ooh, a hammerhead shark.
I want that one.
You want to do the hammerhead shark one? Okay.
Not the spider, but I'll do this.
Yeah, you can skip the spider one. That's fine. Charlie's going to read the spider one.
Sure.
Sure.
Oh, look. So it says even the bookmarks. Flip the pages and check it out.
Yep. Oh my gosh, Ryan. There's a whole lot of these. Holy cow. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many we got? 13 of these? 12 of these? You, sir, are an insane man.
1, 2,
There are
3,
15
4,
of them.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Counting matters too. Not just penmanship and algebra.
Yes.
We can count too.
Also, there's only
What the hell
there's
is that?
15 of these.
I'm sure there is an endless supply of them. This bear one might be my favorite.
Why?
I don't know. It just looks
So
wild.
cool.
This looks wild. She slowly turns into a bear. All right. So
Oh,
the deal was 1 through 12 plus number 15 or some other random number. You got a good deal, dude. They're in good shape. They're well packaged. They smell like good old books. The smell of good
Ooh,
books.
I like
Smell like Ryan, probably.
They smell like Ryan. They didn't come from his house.
Oh.
The smell of Ryan. I'm both horrified and curious at the same time. Ryan bought these off of eBay just for you girls. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, I thought it was from his house. but he
The
didn't.
Android. Whoa, this guy's. Oh, the spider one is called the Android. My goodness. Fear has a new name. Urak.
Yep.
Sam says he's never watched the show. They better not smell like me.
Poop.
Hey, control the words there.
That's what it says.
Yeah, we can see, but we don't have to say. All right. Ryan smells like old books.
I don't know what
Oh
old
man,
books smell
I
like.
just derailed the chat with that one. Sorry about that.
I'm
Oh,
looking
oh, you're looking at those? Okay.
at them.
All right, so the girls are gonna read for just a second. I'm gonna let you know what's coming up on my channel here the next week. I'm hosting New Comic Book Day Book Club on Wednesday night. I Got Issues is joining us Wednesday, so it'll be Alec and myself. I Got Issues, and then the book we're reading is the director's cut of Black Hammer. So a darker, more unusual one, especially for my channel. I got voted out of Middle West 3, which is fine.
I'm gonna go
Black
read.
Hammer is something different, and I could, try something out. So that's on Wednesday night. I've got probably 2 unboxings next week. I've got some very exciting things coming for me. Number 1, I bought some boxes from Mr. Boy Who Had 7. So I'm going to be doing unboxings of his mystery boxes next week. So that'll be a fun time. He just mailed those this morning, I think. So sometime the middle end of next week, I'll be opening those. Then I am both excited and concerned about the fact that I have officially been TJ Watsoned. TJ mailed a box to me yesterday. He sent me on Instagram the due date, which means it should be here on Monday night. So I could be potentially doing an unboxing of TJ's gift Monday night. I don't know if I have mentally prepared for that yet. So that is coming up on my channel next week. So stay tuned for those announcements. I'll be throwing those things up on Instagram when it arrives officially. So I am. That's what's coming up here on our channel this week. The week after, we are looking at Tuesday the 22nd, I believe, is probably going to be our next episode of Top 5, and it'll be Jeffrey and I. Ooh, the chat just blew up. I don't know what's going on. Discovery says, hey, John, give me a heads up so I can include this info. And yes, I will totally do that, Discovery Bay. I will let you know exactly when those things are happening. More than likely, the Watson thing will be Monday night if the package comes on time. So, yeah, I just thank you, Doomed. Let's see. People are heading out. Yeah, we're heading out here. I'm sorry that we took so long, but this was totally worth it. The girls are got reading material for the next, well, infinity and beyond.
Almost, these are all the same people.
It's the same kids, the group of kids?
There's Marco, and then they turn into any animal they touch. That's what it says.
So they can't even pet an animal? They turn right into it?
The power to become.
They can make that choice. Charlie is over there putting them in order. Are you putting them? She totally is.
We're just missing 2.
Oh, and JD is in here. My little ones are excited about the show. Wait, did you mean the snow or the show? I don't know which one you meant. It could be snow, because knowing where you are, there might be some snow outside. So it could be that as well.
It's snowing in Wingman.
JD has a special unboxing potentially either today or tomorrow. JD, definitely make sure to let us all know on Instagram when your unboxing is coming, because JD has been Watsoned as well. And JD has some big unboxing to come up as well.
Dad,
thank you, Stay Puff.
We're only missing 13, 14, 15.
Nope. This is 15.
Okay, and then we're missing 16 and 2.
Man, there's books everywhere in here. We are booked up. Thank you, Stay Puff. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. So the next time I'll be live should be Monday night if the box arrives on time. And JD will hopefully get his box today, and then his unboxing will be hopefully either today or tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I hope everybody has a great weekend, enjoys their winter time weekend, and I'll see you all next week. Bye, gang.
Bye.
Oh, thank you, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Uncle Ryan.
I'm fairly certain that next week on our Saturday Morning Comics, there might be some Animorph action happening. So just be ready for that.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Uncle Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan.